I believe it is important to recognize the multiculturalism that exists in both countries, as it is a proposal of how social and public life should be organized, based on respect for cultures and the adaptation of state institutions to be pluricultural and in a multilingual context. So, guys, what is the perspective mostly expressed by the individuals in each country according to the videos?
Well, I think that they show different perspectives since their ideas and their position they are different. I think that the video shows like the two extremes of how people can be. And the first, like in the first video, there was people who was like happy with Marine Le Pen, and Marine Le Pen wants like stop migration, like just French, 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 I think. And there was a lot of people also who think that globalization is important. So I think that the video shows different perspectives about about the individuals of different countries. What do you think?
Yeah, it shows every kind of perspective that can be possible because as you can want to coexist with more people and get to know new cultures and new countries, there's people that don't want to change, they want to stay the same, they want to stay with their people. And it's really um, I don't know, difficult to think that there's these two positions that exist and they can be in the same place.
But is multiculturalism seen as a positive or negative reality in each country according to the videos? What do you think?
Well, I think that in France, there are not like as close as they are in Japan, because in Japan, they have really no idea of how many like exchange people from another country live in their country. And they also think that they, I think that they have a perception that Japanese people are better than anyone. So maybe that's not like the best way to start like the idea of globalization and like new cultures and all that. So I think it is positive in some way to have multiculturalism because of globalization and new cultures and but also I think it's negative to be so like so closed, because I know that you have to practice your traditions and try to maintain your culture, but not that like closer, I think. Not that very extremely way. I don't know. How do you think?
Oh
Yes,
yeah, totally agree.
I agree. I also agree, and I think that people should like learn more, even though in some kind of way multiculturalism or it's like affecting their country, but in a sort of way, even though it's positive or negative, people need to get closer to it and learn from.
Yeah, yeah, I think the same.
Yeah, in fact, immigrants help grow the economy by filling like labor needs and also purchasing goods and paying taxes because when more people work, the productivity of the country increases. So I think it's a positive thing.
Yeah, I think that too. Yes.
But based on the arguments and perspectives provided by the individuals of what we saw on the video, what makes sense to you?
Well, what I personally believe from one examples that we saw was the video from French people, which were saying that they wanted to keep on maintaining their roots as French and not letting other people in. And I think that this is a perspective that is really affecting them, as having immigrants is a way in which, as you mentioned, Elizabeth, they can help in a lot of ways as they pay their taxes and contribute to the society.
Yeah, I think that too. I agree with you.
So how would you define your position on the matter? For example, you, Anna.
Well, for my position, I think that, well, the situation that is presented in both videos are like are seen from different perspectives, and it really depends on the people that are struggling or living that situation in the moment. But for my position, I think that multiculturalism is and globalization is something that it's happening and expanding. It's something that is evolving and it's happening more faster over the years. So I think that people need to understand what's really the purpose of it and how it's making and generating changes in their countries and in the world. So yeah, that's my position. I don't know if it's
Yes. I also think that globalization and multiculturalism is like very important and it's necessary in each country since the world is changing. There has to be new change, innovations, globalization. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, because, well, in my opinion, the multiculturalism that we are seeing on these videos is very different because it depends on each country, right? In France, they're very extremists in the case of immigration and how they act to it. However, on Japan, we see that they are just focused on how they are influenced by their work, and they just care about people working and increasing their productivity. In France, they're just focused on how how they influence immigration on the society and their culture. But I think it's very important to have the immigration influence on each country, and it depends. Just yeah.
Yes. To have diversity also. Yeah, I think it's important. And do you have any personal like experiences or arguments to support like your idea, your position?
I believe I do because my friend's dad is Korean and he's very how to say, he's a man that works and is honest and brings a lot of creates job opportunities here in Mexico and doesn't take a place of another Mexican that could have worked in here. He works, he creates money, he pays taxes, he has kids that are studying and bringing good things to the country.
Yes. Yeah, I think also when I went like to Canada, I saw that there's a lot of people that have like different ideas and perspectives and prejudices from Mexico, like from Mexican people. And I am talking about like Canadians with Mexican people because that's like the experience I have. But there's a lot of like prejudices that people do about cultures, and even before you met the people, you have like all those ideas, and that could maybe like be an element that stops like globalization and like a lot of diversity in all countries and all that. So maybe yes, that's like an experience that helps me to have like my position clear.